In my opinion, honestly, the main event of WWE TLC 2015 is probably the only match that WWE painted themselves into a corner to with the WWE Championship Tournament to crown the new champion after Seth Rollins was injured. Yes, I think it was time at Survivor Series to make Roman Reigns your champion, but at the same time, if Roman Reigns would have won the championship, who would he have fought here at WWE TLC? Would it have just been a match against him and Sheamus because Sheamus was the #1 contender because he had the Money in the Bank briefcase? Maybe they should have Sheamus try to cash in, but Roman Reigns beat him, and that just would have set up a match here at TLC because of the fact that it was a cash-in attempt that was not gone through. Maybe they should have gone through with the Dean Ambrose heel turn, turning Dean Ambrose against Roman Reigns and sort of having the complete breakup of the Shield and the Brotherhood. But then we wouldn't have the League of Nations with Alberto Del Rio, Wade Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev as a team together. So I don't know. I mean, WWE said that there was going to be big changes before last night's edition of WWE Monday Night Raw. We didn't get them. I think everyone noticed the fact that we did not get what they said they were going to deliver. It just ended up not being an A+ show. Maybe they were changing the direction of the show and we weren't able to see, but over time after TLC and then going into Monday Night Raw the night after, maybe that's when we're going to be able to see. I guess you can't really change the direction of WWE on a dime, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me for Sheamus to become the new Seth Rollins. Just basically, they should have just put Seth Rollins' attire on him and sent him out there and said, you know, this is Seth Rollins. He was never gone. A lot like they did with fake Razor Ramon and fake Diesel when the NWO was scoring big ratings and Vince was like, I know, people don't love Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. People love Diesel and Razor Ramon, so we'll give them Razor and Diesel because of the fact that, you know, we own the character names and not the wrestlers. It's not the wrestlers that make the characters. It's our writing, and that's what makes these guys get over. Big mistake. Probably the first time that Vince McMahon really learned a lesson about the wrestling business, that the performers are worth more than people give them credit for. At the end of the day, it's not the writing, it's not the character direction, it's the actual physical guy in the ring doing the matches. You can say this is Razor and Diesel, but if they aren't able to go out there and have actual Razor and Diesel matches, it's not going to work. And Seth Rollins just taking off because of his injury, and then Sheamus filling the void and becoming the new, boy of the Authority doesn't make a lot of sense. Roman Reigns is the guy. People have known this for a long time. They could tell all the way back when he was in the Shield. This is the direction they want to go. I don't know why they keep tapping the brakes. Every time they tap the brakes on Roman Reigns, people start to care about this guy less and less, and he's at an all-time low. I think the Survivor Series was the time that a lot of people knew that this guy was going to have to step up to the plate and deliver, and he was going to take the crown. He was going to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and I think a lot of people understood and said, all right, he's paid his dues. It's his time. We were against this guy earlier in the year when he won the Royal Rumble, and then he went on and he was going to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and we won. He didn't win the championship. They ended up going in a different direction with Seth Rollins, which Seth's the good guy, Seth's a great wrestler, but the way that they portrayed Seth Rollins as a baby face, or as I guess you can say a baby champion who was scared to fight, didn't want to fight, always found ways to get out of matches and escape with the championship. It didn't really work, and when he took his hiatus, people were kind of excited because he'll come back with a new direction and he won't be the same kind of scared character, and he'll be ready to fight. He's a great wrestler. He should be able to go in there and defend that championship anytime he has a chance. He doesn't need J&J security. He doesn't need the Authority. Just go in there with his moveset. He's got to get over, and it's got to be a win. In this match, I'm not looking for a whole lot. Are they going to beat the hell out of each other? Yeah. Maybe at the end of the night, it might be able to save the pay-per-view, but I don't have high expectations for this. I'm going to be saying that I think that Roman needs to get the win. I think that WWE's stupid enough that I don't think they're going to give it to him, and maybe they're going to make him win the Rumble. And then they're going to wonder when people scratch their head and boo. This guy got, 2 chances at Survivor Series and TLC to become champion. I guess you can say that he was able to win the belt at Survivor Series, but I still think of Roman Reigns as a guy who's never been champion. He did have the championship for 5 minutes, but he wasn't able to keep it because of the cash-in, and that's an asterisk that I'll put next to that first title reign for Roman Reigns' entire reign in the company. He needs to be the guy. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm not saying that I'm not being a fan, but it's his time. Let him get the ball. Let him run with it. See what you can do with a Roman Reigns WrestleMania, because if you think this guy's going to be the guy, next year's WrestleMania is going to have to be planned around this guy yet once again. You can't take this guy out of the mix every WrestleMania and then think that he's going to be able to pick up the ball during the summer months and during the fall months and into the winter and then take the title off of him and then go in a different direction. If Roman Reigns is going to be Hulk Hogan, if Roman Reigns is going to be John Cena, if he's going to be anybody in the middle, he needs to be the guy going into WrestleMania that you know is the champion. He's going to have a fight on his hands, whether if that's going to be Brock Lesnar or if it's going to be anybody else. We need to know that this guy's the man and he can fight anybody. Roman Reigns for the win at Survivor Series.